He loves wrestling. He's hyper. He likes to run around. He plays football with his brother.
To look at photos in his first grade yearbook, you'd never imagine this is the same boy clinging to life in a room of the intensive care unit at Arnold Palmer Hospital.
He's got a broken femur, breaks in his pelvic, but not bad enough to need surgery. They're just going to let it sit and heal. He's got a fractured wrist, and the rest is just his head injuries.
7-year-old Nate Trulove was riding in the back seat of his grandmother's car when she hit a patch of water on the road.
She hit water, hydroplane hit the wet grass, and it was a downward slope. And the car slid down and hit twin telephone poles and split in half. You had the front half of the car and the back half of the car, and then the back half flipped over backwards.
As fate would have it, Florida's Blood Center's phlebotomist Danielle Mullen happened to be driving to pick up her own son when she saw the accident.
First thing I did was put my cheek to his, nose and mouth, and there was no airflow. So I put my hand on his chest, tipped his head back, and I realized that his tongue was so swollen that it needed to be suppressed so that the airway could go through. So I put 2 fingers in his mouth and pushed his tongue down, and as soon as I did that, you seen his belly rise, and he just started breathing on his own.
Danielle kept his airway open until paramedics arrived. They took Nate to Halifax Hospital.
That point in time when I walked in and seen him and I seen his head injuries, the first thing that popped in my mind was his father. His father was killed in '04 in a car accident from blunt force trauma to the head.
Nate was airlifted to Arnold Palmer Hospital in critical condition and received several units of blood.
That's one of the things that has kept my son alive and here with us and fighting, and he's strong.
Nate's family finds it ironic that the person who helped save his life works for Florida's Blood Centers and draws the blood that ultimately helps sustain his life. But this story was about to take another twist of fate. It turns out Heather and Danielle were childhood friends who lost touch after high school graduation.
And we lost touch for so many years, and then seeing both of our last names in the paper just blew us away.
Nate remains in a medically induced coma and has surgery scheduled in the future.
Even though the condition that he is in, he is still here and he has a chance to fight and be able to come back home again and go back to his life. Even if it isn't the same, it's still better than him not being here at all.
I didn't think. My body took control, and I was just like, this is what I need to do, and this is how I'm going to do it.
Danielle says she works with local heroes every day, and now she's seen everything come full circle. I'm Nancy Gay for Florida's Blood Centers, where local heroes are saving lives.